out here. Now, producer Matt Weaver and American Idol finalist Constantine Maroulis sing their way into Hollywood.
So guys, your show owns the town now, and its story is an amazing one. Started in a bar on Hollywood Boulevard, right? Bombed in Las Vegas. You go to New York, that's a crazy strategy. Well, we bombed in Vegas, so I think we'll try New York. And it worked. 5 Tonys, right? And you won, how many?
I've won at least 5.
You put it damn right.
No, we were lucky enough to be nominated, of course, for 5 Tonys. And
including Best Musical, and Constantine is the only American Idol ever to be nominated for a Tony, and the only Idol ever to originate a role on Broadway.
Show's over.
And the only kid from Jersey who's from a Greek Orthodox parents,
yes, sir.
Who ends up as a rock star, that's a little dicey.
Little dicey. Yeah, at first it was not, not going over very well with my folks at home. But I think once I started, making money and I was on television, that helped. That helped a great deal.
Okay, back to the origins, though. Bunch of guys singing around the bar. You dreamed up the show. What was that?
It was crazy. I mean, the original genesis of the idea was, let's create a musical for dudes that dudes would come to. And something that was important to us early on, and I think we really experienced this off-Broadway, was the experience in the theater, off-stage, was as important as what's going on stage. So we wanted to make it communal. So it's handing out the lighters, it's serving drinks, it's bringing the billboards into the theater. We wanted people to, if you wanted to stand up and sing, you wanted to dance, you wanted to make out during the show, just don't talk during the book scene. That's our only rule.
But that was very much part of, I remember when we first saw it early in New York, that there was selling drinks, it was a party scene.
Yeah.
The music is iconic, though. I mean, late 80s music. Whose music is it? You tell us.
That's Journey, Bon Jovi, Whitesnake, Poison, Styx, REO Speedwagon,
Night Ranger, Twisted Sister,
Warrant, which I know you love now.
I grew up in Warrant. Now, were you a product of this stuff? Did you like this?
I was. I'm the youngest of 3. I have an older brother and sister who got me into rock and roll, also got me into theater very, very young. That just all changed my life. I wanted to be in a rock and roll band.
Now you guys come out here, and the audience loves it. Contagious, tough theater to play, not exactly intimate, but your role, you really act that role. It calls for a great deal of sensitivity, really. You just don't get out there and belt them out. You sort of try to reinvent it every night.
I do. I really try to just tell the story every night and live through this character's shoes. He's a good kid, grew up probably in a great family, Midwest, just loving those MTV videos and these songs, and just wanted to be that, just like I did when I was a kid. Everything sort of happens from there. We do feed off the audiences, but it's my job to stay very grounded.
But I have to ask you the basic, stupid, dumb question. As an Idol alumnus, do you ever watch the show?
Love American Idol.
Does it work now for you?
It works great, and works great for me, too. But, I'd never seen the show before I was actually on it because I came from Boston Conservatory and I was on the road and Williamstown, all this stuff. I went right into the Idol audition just because I needed a job, I was touring in a band, I was in Rent, and, the whole thing kind of just happened for me. But I think it works great with the new faces, and, again, it's about an opportunity as a young artist to hopefully,
All an opportunity.
It is.
And now, segue, the movie.
The movie.
Tom Cruise sees a chance to do something that's definitely not a Mission Impossible Part 8.
No.
And he's really into this thing. He's seen the show in L.A.
He actually just came this past Saturday night, which was a surreal moment. But the guy couldn't have been nicer, couldn't have been more enthusiastic. And I think he had come from a voice lesson or voice session, and Adam Shankman, the director, made this big pronouncement on the stage of how incredible Tom was singing, and everyone applauded. And he's really getting into it. He's couldn't be a nicer guy. We're thrilled that he's on board.
But you got some hot movies coming out that you've been working on apart from this. I mean, talk about Hesher. You got a couple of unknowns as your leads. Natalie Portman.
Yeah, I've heard her. She's up and coming.
Joseph Gordon-Levitt, a terrific kid. He's been on our show, as has Natalie.
Yeah, it's a brilliant movie.
And that movie cost what to make?
You know, I think under 10 is what we're saying. You know what that means. But we're excited. We got Rainn Wilson, Natalie Portman, Joseph Gordon-Levitt, Spencer Susser is a name that you'll be hearing about who directed the film. It was in Sundance last year and comes out in April. And I'm really excited about that.
But I had to ask Constantine what Hesher meant.
Yeah, I couldn't even. What is a Hesher?
Well, I'm glad this has been put on me now. Like I'm the dictionary here, but we were saying, yeah, it just sort of fits. It works. It works for the film. It's a catchy one-word title. You know, they have an incredible cast, and you know, it'll leave people sort of wondering what that means. You know, and you know, maybe that'll be a nice hook for the movie.
So I go back with the Weaver family because I was years ago when I was at a studio. His dad comes into my office and said, "Good morning, I'm gay." And I said, thinking he was kidding, "Good morning, I'm Peter." And then I realized that he was gay. But he had, what, 4 kids?
2 kids.
Right.
He actually adopted my brother, a boy, when he was in his early 50s. So there's 3 kids in the family, and I can confirm he's really gay. It's true.
He's a brilliant guy to work with, I must tell you, in the area of marketing, and he had sensational ideas. But did you head for this biz when you...
I sure did. I got my first job as a gopher for Jeffrey Katzenberg at Disney when I was in high school. And
that could be an upsetting experience.
You know what? I didn't mind coming in on Sunday and Monday at that point, and I was young enough and dumb enough that I didn't mind all that was Disney.
Jeffrey's idea of a late meeting at 7 a.m.
Yeah.
That means if you're a slacker, you're coming at 7.
Well, I'd have his Diet Coke on his desk at 6:45 a.m. and all the stories are true. But he's an incredible guy. He's a great friend of my father, and that's how I got my start.
You're a brilliant guy. I'm delighted to see you both. Thanks for coming.
You. So happy
for having us.
Thank you.
We're very excited to see you.
Thank you.
And that's all for today.